Today, I wanted to navigate under a subject that might be on a lot of people's minds. I think, especially if you've been navigating being single for quite some time, but if you're in a relationship, the subject may resonate with you too. Hi, I'm Abigail from Energy Light Healing. Let's dive in. So, today's subject is going to be about divine love. And a lot of people have a lot of different interpretations about what this means, but I'm just going to give you my personal interpretation of it and my perspective, right? Oftentimes, whenever I would be in a relationship, I would often view it as this individual is here to fulfill a particular need and therefore complete aspects of my existence. So, therefore, I can live a very peaceful, enjoyable life, right? But what ended up happening, and I understood this very quickly, is that not only was that person not fulfilling that need, but even if they were attempting to, they were never doing it to the capacity of which I needed. I always expected more. I wanted more from this individual. I wanted more attention, more, commitment, more anything. There was never this capacity. It was almost like I was this ravenous monster, just wanting to receive and receive and receive. And trust me, I would give just as much. But because of that, I felt that I was owed the same exact reciprocity, if not more. I don't know if you've ever experienced that. What I've come to understand, I've been married, gone through a divorce. I've had, different people that I've journeyed with romantically prior to that. But what I've come to understand is how important it is for us to genuinely cherish ourselves, to step into that vibration of self love, to understand our wants, our needs, our desires, our boundaries, what things feel really, really good and what things don't. What are we willing to allow into our life and what are we not? And also understanding that when we are journeying with someone, we are saying, I will meet you in your depth as much as I'm willing to meet you at your absolute height. I am not here to just journey with the highlight filtered, Instagrammable version of you. I am here for all of it. I am here to see life with you, through you, and come together as two whole people journeying together versus depending and drowning one another, anchoring each other into certain states and places, right? And journeying in connection is has so many different dynamics, have so many ebbs and flows. There are moments where one individual is feeling amazing and the other individual not so much, and this will happen in and throughout, right? But what I really want to just sort of address, I guess, in this video, is how important it is for us to understand our inner selves before truly navigating with anyone. Now, that I think gets very convoluted at times because people think, okay, I have to really understand myself. Therefore, before I get into any connection, I have to be completely healed. There's a lot of healing that happens in connection because you're learning about yourself through connection. You are understanding deeper states of yourself. You might be getting triggered. There might be aspects of self that you can't properly see, but this person is reflecting back, right? Or mirroring back in some cases. So whether it be romantic, friendship, familial, coworker, stranger down the street, we will always learn more about ourselves through connection. So I am not of the belief that you have to be 100% healed. I don't even think that actually exists. I think that all of us are walking red flags to some extent. I feel that all of us have something, that shadow side of us that I think is actually really beautiful and very important to understand as well. When we come together in divine love, right? And so when I say divine love, understand that this is a love that genuinely loves without condition. It loves without restriction. It loves um, beyond logic sometimes. And I'm not talking about abusive relationships and connections. Absolutely not. Please call for help or anything like that if you're involved in that. But when it's a healthy, conscious connection, it's not meant to be depleting. It's not meant to be the kind of love that is obsessive, that is needy, that feels like as if it's already in states of lack when you're meant to flow in abundance together. Divine love comes in and says, I see you. I see all of you. I see every fragment and component of who you are, and I love you. I feel you in my heart. I witness you through the eyes of the divine, through eyes of God, right? It isn't what we've been taught, especially like in movies and books and things like that, right? Childhood stories. It's this damsel in distress, and this Prince Charming comes and rescues her, and whatever. You get to rescue you. This individual actually gets to assist you through you rescuing yourself, right? But it should never feel as if it's this pull and pulling you through this. You're not here to fix or save anyone outside of yourself. So, what makes it divine love? That is the kind of love like that of God. And you can put whatever label resonates best with you on that, but I'm going to use God. You get to witness this other person the way that God sees you, where God loves you exactly as you are, right where you are, regardless of how many times you've messed up, regardless of what perceived flaws you think you have, regardless of whatever mishaps have happened in your life, whether you're advancing tremendously in life or whether you're kind of in a little bit of a standstill. It looks at you through those eyes of, I genuinely don't require anything from you. I'm just here to love you. I just love because I am love. I understand love. I know how to love because love flows in and through me. It is my makeup. It's what I am made of. Every cell in my body, that's exactly what it's made out of, right? It isn't a love that comes in and says, now you owe me. I've done all of this stuff for you. Now pay up. I have all, because you know what love also does is that you end up understanding that those people that are not on the same vibrational love frequency, you get to set up boundaries, you get to walk away, right? Because love reveals itself to you. Love shows you this is healthy, this is not. This is honorable, this is not. This is sacred, this is not. Love also tells you, you are granted a temple. You're granted a beautiful kingdom within your physical vessel that you have the opportunity to honor, take care of, nourish. You get to decide who you give a copy of that key to anytime you create connection with someone. Yeah. Whether, again, it be friendship, romantic, anything. You are the one that gives those keys away and says, you have access to me now. You are allowed inside. I trust you. But oftentimes, out of the space of scarcity and lack, we're giving all of these copies and keys away just nonstop. And we're just like, here, 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 connection, 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 connection. And then we're wondering why we're feeling depleted. These individuals, whether they have malintent or not, are coming in and they are gathering things that you have stored within yourself that maybe you have worked really hard for. Your time, mindsets, your heart, the most precious treasure of all. Divine love reveals itself by being honest. And sometimes that form of truth can hurt. That form of revealance can impact you, can break you open. True divine love doesn't break you down, it propels you forward. It inspires you, it motivates you, it breathes life into you. It meets you where you are without judgment, but with eyes of compassion, of forgiveness. Even if sometimes that kind of love and compassion reveals itself by having to walk away, because love wasn't meant to hurt. It could be challenging, it'll expand you, but it was never meant to hurt you, keep you in spaces of feeling broken, of feeling worthless, of feeling depleted. So today, the mindful moment for you, the challenge, if you'd like to call it that, I would love for you to observe the relationships in your life, all of them. And ask yourself, are you on the frequency of divine love? Or have you strayed just a little far from your origin template, from your cellular makeup, from the inspired breath that entered your lungs when you entered your mother's womb? I would love for you just to assess, just to take a little bit of inventory and witness your life. What is it reflecting back to you? Who are those people and individuals in your life? And are you giving away that house key, copies to this sacred temple, to just anyone and everyone? How are you feeling? How's your energy? How's your heart? Thank you so much for tuning in. Please make sure to subscribe and follow for more.